So I was wondering, and wondering doesn't happen unless you've got a chance to slow down in the busyness. But I ride up here relatively often. I haven't been up here for at least a month. And at the top of this hill, there is this tree. I wanted to just show you it. There it is. It's a dead tree, and there's nothing that special about it. If you have a look at the diameter at the base, it's not that big, and but it sits up here in the forest, just waiting to fall down. I wonder about this tree's legacy and why potentially it died, and what's going on, and the glory of this particular tree. Now there's a lot of other more spectacular trees around. Not too far down there is a good 2 meter, diameter tree that's been cut down over the years, and it must have had a glorious sort of life. But this one, it's pretty boring, and it got me thinking about life and that we come and go, and we're all going to die at some point, which is sort of a morbid type thought. And I wonder what our legacy is. Are we living for ourselves and our own glory? And if that's the case, probably nobody's noticed this tree at all. There's been no glory. It's come and gone and died, and now it just sort of stands there. But it's actually not about that single tree. It's actually about the forest, and the forest is so much bigger, and it's part of an ecosystem and part of a biome, and it's part of this world that we live in, and it helps to support life and so on. And so often in our secular lives, we consider that, life is about glorifying ourselves. And we do this without thinking about it quite often, whether it's trying to live through our kids and have a good upbringing for them, or maybe it's a result, or maybe it's the possessions that we have, or maybe it's, something else like travel and experiencing the world, and that's our view of success. And maybe we've sort of got that a little bit wrong, whereas we are just one part of the bigger picture. And what have you and I contributed to that bigger picture over the years? And this is what God wants us to be focused on. And it's very easy to slip outside of that focus. And we should be asking ourselves, are we focusing on the bigger picture? Are we glorifying God in what we do, in how we work, how we talk, how we think, what we look at, what we watch, our actions in this world? And will we have a legacy to give that says, I am contributing to the health of this forest and the health of this world? God created this beautiful place for us. And are we doing it justice? Are we looking after it? Are we looking after the people in this world? And, can I honestly sort of go to sleep at night and think, yeah, I actually am. And if you're not, maybe you need to reevaluate, like I do and we all do, to be thinking, I want to contribute something significantly positive to this world. And the only way to do that is to get into line with God's plan for this world, God's creation, and what that final product was or is going to be, and this true plan of salvation. Be encouraged.